Good morning, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, morning headlines on February 25, 2023. Idaho home where 4 students were murdered to be demolished. BBC, university to raise house where Idaho students were killed. The Independent, Idaho house where 4 university students were murdered will be torn down. CNN, house where 4 Idaho college students were killed will be demolished. USA Today, house where 4 Idaho students murdered to be torn down. Italy drought exposes walkway on Lake Garda and Venice canals dry up. Sky News, some of Venice's famous canals are drying up due to low tides and drought conditions. #shorts. CBS News, gondolas left stranded as Venice's canals run dry. CNBC, why Venice's famous canals are drying. WION, in pics, Venice is losing its allure as canals run dry. The life and death of Denis Tkach, the first Ukrainian soldier to die in Russian invasion. The Guardian, searching for the first casualty of the war in Ukraine. I turned off Netflix and went to fight, the Scot who went to war in Ukraine. Sky News, war in Europe, 1 year on. Irish man upholds EU's economic weapon against Russia. The Irish Times, echo comment, united we must stand. I don't see them often. Zelensky fights back tears when asked about his family. Video. The woman whose stolen images were used to scam men out of thousands. Rail Force One, how Ukraine railways got Joe Biden safely to Kyiv. The Guardian, 20 hours on train, 4 hours in Kyiv, how Ukraine's Rail Force One ferried Joe Biden safely to Kyiv. News 18, in the face of war, this man keeps Ukraine's trains running on time. CBC.ca, train transporting Biden in Ukraine now dubbed Rail Force One. CNN, train transporting Biden in Ukraine now dubbed Rail Force One. Rabbani brothers leave Guantanamo Bay without charge after almost 20 years. BBC, Guantanamo Bay, brothers released after 2 decades of detention plan to sue. Middle East Eye, Pakistani brothers freed from Guantanamo return home. DW, English, US transfers Pakistani brothers from Guantanamo Bay. Al Monitor, 2 Pakistanis leave Guantanamo after 20 years without charges. Abby Choi, arrests made after legs of missing Hong Kong model found in fridge. Sky News, 3 arrested after model Abby Choi's dismembered body found in Hong Kong. CNN, police arrest 3 over typo murder, RTHK. Rishi Sunak faces calls to ban TikTok use by government officials. The Guardian, Factbox, TikTok suffers another blow with European Commission's ban. Reuters, number 10 resists calls to follow EU on staff TikTok ban. Evening Standard, Tech Brief, TikTok ban, connectivity package, Euractiv.com. EURACTIV, TikTok bans, UK at risk of lagging behind EU, US. Nigeria election 2023, millions vote in tightest ever poll. BBC, Nigerians go to the polls for closest run vote in country's democratic era. Financial Times, Nigeria election 2023, charts that explain the nation. BBC, Nigeria election 2023, what are the issues and why is this vote different? The Guardian, opinion, Nigeria's election offers the country a chance at a reset. US ex-lawyer Alex Murdaugh admits in murder trial lying about NAP. BBC, why is the Alex Murdaugh trial captivating US audiences? Al Jazeera English, US ex-lawyer Alex Murdaugh admits lying but denies killing family. BBC, dramatic moment Alex Murdaugh confronted over why he lied about night of murders. California weather forecast update, tornado warning near LA as thousands left without power in the snow. The Independent, Los Angeles sees first blizzard warning since 1989. BBC, US battered by harsh winter storms and record high temperatures at the same time. ITV News. ITV News, Mount Baldy is seeing its worst winter in years for rescues. SFGATE, California blanketed by thick snow as winter storm hits. Turkish journalists detained over earthquake reports. BBC, Turkey introduces regulations for earthquake rebuild. Report. NDTV, Turkey probes contractors, races to house quake survivors. Al Jazeera English, Turkey, 3 news outlets fined for critical coverage of government's earthquake response. WION, Turkey starts work to build homes in 2 earthquake-hit towns. Ukraine war, what would Russian success mean for Western security? Sky News, how Putin's fate is tied to Russia's war in Ukraine. BBC, Russia is losing, but has anyone told Putin? The Independent, Russia-Ukraine war, the many faces of Vladimir Putin. Middle East Eye, opinion, Putin and the right's tough guy problem. US attempts to win over UN members who are neutral on war in Ukraine. The Guardian, UN resolution on Ukraine war, which countries voted against and which abstained. Evening Standard, why Russia's invasion of Ukraine still divides Africa. BBC, a tale of 2 silences, why India *S Ukraine vote abstention in the UN is different from that of China. WION, not neutral. The Hindu editorial on India's abstention at the February 23, 2023 UN vote on Ukraine. Ukraine war, Zelensky wants Xi Jinping meeting following China's peace plan. BBC, Zelensky open to China's peace plan but rejects compromise with Putin. The Guardian, China and the Ukraine war, the real reason for Beijing's charm offensive. BBC, Western leaders give cool response to China's plan for Ukraine peace talks. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.